Voice Podcast. Yes, I'm starting to love being the presenter. Because today the presenter was being presented.
Very tough. But I should say you are a good presenter. You are good at what you're doing.
Wow.
Just keep it up.
Thank you very much. So
Yeah.
now the presenter has been appreciated by the presenter. Right. Again, let me welcome you to the Voice Podcast. The Voice Podcast is a platform where people come, express their vulnerabilities, their needs, and everything. As well as it is a platform where we bring in experts, technicians, people who have the know-how, the technical know-how of that particular thing, and they tell us how to go best about it. On top of that, we bring in people who have experience in that particular topic that we are discussing on that particular day. So today on the Voice Podcast, we'll be discussing something related to a youth who is working at I should say a religious related institution. How is it? How's the life there? How does it go about? And how does the person go about that particular thing? So in the studio today, I am joined by, I was about to mention your name.
You have to mention my name.
No, your name is kind of sticks to my tongue.
Okay.
Yeah, but then you have to introduce yourself.
All right. My name is Peter Mwanga.
All right. So we're joined by Peter Mwanga. So Uncle Peter, I should pronounce it. I should put it that way.
Okay. I'm not yet an uncle.
All right.
Maybe
so,
bro.
Bro Peter Mwanga. Can you put it? Can you elaborate on who you are? Because Peter Mwanga might just be your name, and that's just who. Just say that's just formally who you are. But then, who is Peter Mwanga? To give an explanation beyond that.
All right, as I've already said, my name is Peter Mwanga. I come from Mulanje, Malira Village, TA Njema. Right now, I'm working with Adventist Media. We create Adventist Media, which comprises Hope Channel TV and Voice of Hope Radio. So the Adventist Media is just an umbrella of those two media platforms. I work as a presenter and producer.
Wow, a presenter and producer.
Yeah.
So let us firstly know the journey through that.
Yeah.
How did you end up here? Of all the places you would have gone.
Yeah, of course, it's a long story, but I can make it short.
Really?
As I said, growing up from the village, Malira village in Mulanje, I attended my primary school at Muloza LEA school. Then went to Muloza CDSS.
So you've been in Muloza first.
Yeah, Muloza primary and Muloza.
If there was a Muloza college, you'd have been there.
Yeah, I would have been there. I'd have been there. Yeah, but from there, because of the passion to become a journalist, I applied for the course at Malawi Institute of Journalism in 2014, I think.
Wow, that's really bad.
I did my certificate, then diploma, and from there I went to Sherwood University, where I did my bachelor's of arts in mass communication. So here I came as an internee. After finishing your diploma, in the last part of the diploma assignments, you are sent to do internships at media stations. So I came here as an internee. I did my internship for about 6 months. Then I applied for a job, and I was employed in 2016. Yeah, so that's how I end up here.
Okay, so my last part of my question was, so you end up here, but then why here?
That's a difficult question, but
of all the places, why here?
Sometimes it's hard to explain why here, but maybe it was God's plan. But first of all, I'm an Adventist. Yeah. I'm the member of the church that owns this institution. But that was just part of the requirement to be employed here.
All right.
I was open to go anywhere,
right,
where I can do my internship. But luckily, I was able to come here. So it just, can I say, coincidentally, I don't know, but that's what just happened.
Okay, this is something that you can really explain.
I can't explain, but I only had the passion to work at the radio or TV station. So that was that was my passion to
Yeah.
be a presenter.
Right.
So when I came here, I thought of it. I thought it as a good platform to to explore my dreams.
All right. So okay, you end up here,
Mm.
so you can really explain how.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'd ask now.
Mm.
Coming here, a media institution,
Mm.
being a youth,
Yeah.
you know, we the youth are
Mm.
exposed to these many other things we
Yeah,
can be
yeah,
doing,
yeah, yeah.
many other things we think we are
Mm.
best for us.
Yes.
But then you ended up here.
Yeah.
So how did you cope up with that? Like being a youth and then try to be spiritual.
Yeah. You know, as I said, maybe it was God's plan because I see it as an opportunity for me, being a Christian, to work at a Christian radio station or TV
Alright.
station because it helps to shape you, but it also needs you to be humble or to cope up with what the institution requires you to do because we are the image or the ambassadors of the institution.
Alright.
So there are sometimes our age and our the generation that we are in, we are forced to be, for example, present in certain place, but the image that you carry can limit you to,
Yeah.
to other places.
So
So it just needs you to accept that you are an ambassador of that institution and you have to represent it well. So it's a challenge
yeah.
being a youth, but when you accept it, it will help you because it is for good, the goodness of your image as well, or your career, or even your future.
So okay, you say it is a challenge
Yeah.
because there are other things that you'll be limited to doing.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
them.
that most of the youth are doing right now. You are limited because you cannot go clubbing. You can't do what other.
You can't post
you can't
other
do
things
it.
they post.
Yeah, you can't do everything that they do.
Yeah.
But there are some other things that you can do, of course, but you are limited.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
we have to accept that you'll be limited.
in whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
So, okay, so but what I want to know now is
Yeah.
how will you cope with the limitations now? Like,
Yeah.
You okay, you can to go clubbing.
Yeah.
All the youth are doing
Yeah.
that. You can
Yeah.
post some kind of videos
Yeah.
they do, and you have to do that
Yeah.
regardless. So
Yeah.
how do you
So-
do that?
So as I said, you have to accept first of all. It can be a challenge for someone. Maybe we can just call it a calling. We can just take it as a calling because it cannot be accepted to anyone because first of all, you have to know why you are here and what the institution wants you to present yourself. So if you are not in line, or if you are not able to do that, or if you are not accepting that, you are free to say I can't manage. But the fact that I accepted that no problem, it means I accepted deep down in my heart that this can be the way I should live. And also it has to start from where you come from. If you are that kind of a person that you are used to the other things that
being
other
social
people
and
yeah,
everything.
it means it will be a tough time for you. But as for me, that's the way there was no much changes because that's what I used to do even before I came here. I didn't like the things that the institution don't like us to do.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask you. Okay, I wanted to ask this question. Could you used to have flames back then, right?
Yeah.
So the other flames who, after you've changed, they be like, hey, brother is different now. Brother is now. So as Adventists would say, I'm also an Adventist. So as Adventists say, brother is now in joy.
He's now a reformer.
Brother is trying to be the new McWad. Those names.
As for me, I was because even the friends that I had back then at school, even at my village, we are still in touch. There's no change because this is who I am from way back. So there was not that significant change that because he's now working here, he has changed, he has stopped doing what? No, because that's the way I used to be.
It wasn't that much of a change.
Yeah.
So okay.
Because most of the things that they look at is maybe dressing, the lifestyle. So all of that were in line with what they want.
Okay, let me ask this. There's somebody who wants to work here one day. Somebody who thinks they can manage to work at a religious media institution. But then, as of now, as we are speaking now, wouldn't necessarily say they're in line with
Yeah.
the rules here.
Mm-hmm.
What would you say to the person?
Okay. There are two things here. There's an issue of employment
Yes.
and religion. So because the institution is owned by the church,
Yes.
the church has the standards that they want people who work at the institution to follow.
Yes.
So first of all, the institution looks at the religious part and the qualification and the professional part.
Yes.
So it means he or she has to look at these two. Is he or she a member of the church? If he is a member, that's the first qualification, because by just being a member, it means his or her behaviors or lifestyle is in line with what the church wants or what the institution wants. So the second part is the qualification, and that can be handled with the human resource management of the institution, because they know what they want, they know the personnel, the qualifications, and whatever they want.
Alright. So
Yeah.
okay.
So he just have to look at these two things, because these are the main things that they look at.
Alright. So let's not focus on the negative part only.
Yeah.
Now, everything has a good part and the
Yeah.
bad part. So we started with the bad part. That's something we should really do. We should have started with the good part though.
Yeah.
But anyways, working here might also be good at some point, right? So how good is it working at this place?
Yeah, the goodness of it.
No, okay. You gotta get my question straight.
Yeah.
Not that this place is at the Adventist Media Center,
yeah.
but then working at the
A
religious media center
Yes.
as a whole.
Yes, because being a youth in this generation, you are exposed to things that can either destroy your future or even yourself.
Yes.
So working at a religious institution has helped me a lot, and it can help anyone, because it will help to shape you. Only if you really if you are really devoted to change or to be in line with what you preach or what you talk on the radio or TV. There are some other programs that will force you to read Bible. So it means even if you don't want to read the Bible, you are forced,
You still have
and you will make it a habit to read, because you have to have something to tell people on the radio, and you have to read the Bible. You have to, you know.
Yes,
So
I get that.
it will help you to grow spiritually. As my experience, I think it can help you to grow spiritually, because it will expose you to the sermons. You'll be editing sermons. You'll be covering church events where you'll be shooting sermons. It means you are exposed to Word of God now and then.
Regardless,
So-
however you put it, you still
so
be there.
it doesn't automatically mean that because you are exposed it means you are changed. But if you I suggest you have chances that you can be changed, because we know there are other people who even work in the church, but they are still they're still seen as
It's in your church shirt and stealing from the church.
Yeah, so yeah, it also depends on how you take it, but it gives you a chance to grow spiritually, and it will help you avoid the kipwirikit or the whatever happens among the youth out there.
So you say it's something like there are other things that might destroy you or destroy your future
yeah.
as a youth out
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So I will need you to explain that. A few of those things. I need a few of those things that you might do that might destroy you and your future.
Okay, yeah, because as watching Yamata in this generation, there are a lot of issues.
Yes.
One of which is peer pressure. Most of the youth are doing things because their friends are doing it.
Exactly.
So, working at a religious institution, you are forced to be different from whatever other youth are doing. For example, you have friends who would like to take you out, maybe during the weekend, go drinking, you spend a lot of money there, but your institution will not allow you to go there, and the same weekend they will need you to go to church and shoot or even record
Yeah.
sermons. So it means you are being prevented from going astray, or even overspending, or even taking drinks or
Unnecessary things.
yeah, that will even damage your health. So that's what I was trying to say. It will help you to build yourself and even your future.
All right. So let me ask this. You have actually been saying this from a point of view of anybody who can work at a media, a religiously led media institution. So now, I want to go personal about this. Now, I want to go about you because you have been saying it from
Yeah.
from a perspective of anybody
Yeah.
who has been working there. So you, as Peter Mwanga, how has working at the Adventist Media Center shaped you a bit? Because I must say this, I see you
Yeah.
as a role model. I see you as I don't know. If I say a picture of a perfect being,
No,
so
it's exaggerating.
that might be exaggerating, but then okay, a bit like that.
Okay.
So I see you to be a very decent person. Like literally, it's very hard to see you wearing jeans.
No, I do.
Not usually.
Okay.
Yeah. So I want to know now, like how this this time working
Okay.
here has been to you, and
Okay.
how long it has been working here.
I've been here for about 8 years,
Wow.
including the 1 year that I've been doing internship.
Yes. That is a child being born, studying primary school, being in standard 3 or somewhere.
Yes, sir. So, I can say there has been a lot of change,
Yes.
but maybe it cannot be visible to everyone because maybe people don't know where I come from, how I was back then.
Yes.
Doesn't mean I was that bad. I was a good boy, but I could have gone astray if it was not this institution. Because as someone who's come from the village, and he's now in town, Blantyre, Blantyre.
Being in town
Yeah,
now.
so you try to explore things. You try to do what other people are doing.
Yes.
We were. I remember we were. I had friends who were doing hip hop music, so I joined the group and I was. I don't know how to explain it, but
so you have laughed before. You have been around.
Exactly. And just when I joined the institution is when I realized that I think this part would have made me a bad person. So I can say that it prevented me from going astray. So apart from that, it has changed me spiritually because, as I said, it encourages you to read books, to read Bible, to go to church, things that most of the youth don't care about. People are busy with Facebook, TikTok, and what. They don't even have time to pray. But this job will push you, to go and pray, and even on air. You are doing a program, so you have to pray because the program, the script is saying that the presenter should pray at first.
Wow.
So you can see that those changes cannot be seen to people, but inside it will help you to get connected to God more than you were.
Right.
So I can say personally, it has helped me to get connected to God, to get connected to the church, to Christ than before.
Right. We have been on this part of the religious media station for a long time now.
Yeah.
Let's now look at the media as a whole.
Yeah.
Just as media is the media. How do you think the media can shape somebody's life?
Okay. The media has got power because when you talk about media, there are a lot of things inside. So this generation, you can see, is being driven by this thing called media.
Right.
Apart from communicating, disseminating information, but you can see people are being changed. So I can go into a specific examples, but because the question is big, I cannot manage to to see where to go.
No, okay,
But
just go. So two of them, two of those specific examples.
Okay, you see, now even when we talk about music,
Yes.
music has grown than, or we can say Malawian music has grown than it were maybe 20 or 40 years ago.
Yes.
Because of media.
Yes.
Now,
even let's say 5 years ago,
yeah,
there's
you can
a very
release,
huge difference.
yes, you can release a song today. In 2 days or 3 days, it can be everywhere
Trending.
because media is very powerful. And a lot of people are connected to media and the gadgets, cell phones, different platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and others. And you can see even media houses have those channels, YouTube channel, Facebook page, because they are incorporating all those to reach more people. So information is flowing very easily, and the impact is very huge.
Using the media. So you're trying to say the media is a platform which can really kill or cure.
Yes, exactly. Because when you look at the negative, because I was just focusing on
yes, I saw you being positive already.
Yeah, but we can say, yeah, it is good. It is doing good and bad, especially for the youth, because it has come in their generation, in the 21st century, where almost every child is just willing to be on social media.
Already?
Yeah. So it can kill or it can cure because there are a lot of things going on.
You know,
Yeah.
like
like as I said, peer pressure.
yes.
Because nowadays, even our dressing, you see someone is wearing a shirt, you see you start saying, I think I should get a shirt like this one. Because you've just seen someone on TikTok wearing certain type of dressing, so it means someone also copy from that. From within 2 or 3 months, you see that dressing has changed.
Everybody wants to dress.
Yeah. Someone will introduce a certain type of suits. After 6 months, you see it's trending in Blantyre and Little Nganzus, because people can easily see what is going on in America, in what in all parts of the world.
Right. So as our interview, I should say that as the chat on this voice podcast is going towards its very end. What would you say to? Okay, first you were focusing on the youth, but then what would you say to anybody? Maybe somebody isn't a youth. They are already grown, but they did media studies, and they want that one day they want to work at a religious media institution. What would you say to that particular person?
Okay.
Somebody with experience. You are.
Okay. First of all, I should say it all starts with a passion. If you go there for money, if you go there for the money, you may be disappointed. If you go there for fame, you may be disappointed, because most people don't like Christian or religious things. They are busy with entertainment.
Yeah.
So everyone would like to be an entertainer at that moment. So if you go there to entertain people or to be popular, maybe you will not get what you want. But if you go there because you have that passion and you are willing to render your services or to use your professionalism to do God's work, that's a good reason, because the reward is even more greater than even what you are thinking. So it's a good choice, but only if you made it from deep down in your heart to serve God or to serve the institution, to help preach the word or spread the word. So I should encourage them to, first of all, be well qualified by doing the studies that
having professional qualifications.
Yes, professional qualifications, and then they should be devoted or give themselves. And I'm not going to say
be dedicated, committed.
Yeah, because you see, most of the youth will not want to go to such places because they will say that I will So
I'll be like Madara.
yeah, so if you give it away with is this basi, I just want to do this. It's a good choice
Yeah.
because it will help you personally, and God will bless you because I can see God's blessing
In your life.
in his
Now, you know why I asked that?
Yeah.
Even if the person is older,
Mm.
how you said something about the institution. Firstly,
Yeah.
looks at your
Hey.
personal life. Like,
Yes.
is this person fit? So what if in your youth you
Yeah.
weren't fit to be here? Now,
No,
now
okay.
you want to be here.
Yeah, because I came as an I
Internee.
remember those times they even told us to go to our churches and get a letter from the church, a recommendation letter, that this is a member of the church.
Wow.
Accept him. He's a baptized member. So we came with the letter just to because youth can lie.
Yeah.
I'm a Christian. I'm a member.
From
But
the church.
back there, people don't know, or they know you with the other things, so they don't want that. So it means it will force you to make sure that you are being a good ambassador.
Alright, so in the first episode, I was about to say, what would be your last words? And then
Mhm.
it kept my mind, no, that's what I
That's
say
what
when
I-
somebody's about to die.
Okay.
Yeah, so I changed my words before I even finished. I said,
yeah.
what would be your conclusion on the matter?
Okay.
Where we will be discussing.
So we've tackled the different areas.
A
So
lot.
conclusion where should I conclude?
Okay, so we have, so let me put it this way.
Yeah.
We have discussed on how
Mm.
somebody can work
Mhm.
at a religious institution whilst they're
Yeah.
a youth.
Yes.
How somebody can mold themselves to
Mhm.
be somebody who can work at a
At the
religious institution.
institution,
We have also discussed on the impact of
Mhm.
this on their lives.
Mhm.
We also discussed on what are they? The positives and the negatives of this.
Yes.
So it has been 5 things we've discussed.
So I should choose where to conclude or
I
where
think
to conclude.
No, I want you to give us an umbrella of all
Okay.
that.
Okay.
Put it all together.
All right.
And then,
Okay. What I can say is, it's good to serve the Lord.
all right.
Yeah, those who go to church or who read Bible and understand what I'm saying. It's very good and rewarding.
All right.
So it doesn't mean that we can all be presenters at religious stations. We can do other part, we can do whatever we can do, but make sure that you are living according to what God is expecting you to live as a young person or as a youth. There are so many things that can corrupt our mind, or that can carry us away, or that can make us busy able to serve the Lord. Yes. So if you choose to serve the Lord through this professionalism, journalism, that's a good point and something to be proud of. If you're using your talents like singing, that's another good part. Even every talent that you have,
Yeah, some are
you
poets.
yes, you can use it to the glory of God. So I should say, Mungu Nyamata, you have to make sure that you're doing something for the Lord in your professionalism or outside the professionalism. That will help you get connected to God.
All right, so that was our podcast chat with Peter Mwanga. He said I shouldn't say Uncle Peter Mwanga. I should actually say Brother Peter Mwanga.
Yes.
Here on the Voice podcast, where we were discussing on how somebody can be a youth and also work at a religious-related media institution, which is in these days might kind of sound to be a very hard thing. So he was explaining to us some of the ways where one can cope up to being there, some of the reasons that thing is good to a person, why, okay, some of the things you might see to be the negative things in that, and everything that is incorporated in all of that. So till the next episode, you are with me, your host. I actually I like this thing.
You like the
I'm starting to love. Yes, I'm starting to love being the presenter. Because today the presenter was being presented.
Very tough. But I should say you are a good presenter. You are good at what you're doing.
Wow.
Just keep it up.
Thank you very much. So
Yeah.
now the presenter has been appreciated by the presenters. So
Yeah.
till the next episode, you know, your boy Chimamba Muhoko. Thank you very much.